Psalm 64, to the choir master, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O God, in my complaint. Preserve my life from dread of the enemy. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the throng of evildoers, who whet their tongues like swords, who aim bitter words like arrows, shooting from ambush at the blameless, shooting at him suddenly and without fear. They hold fast to their evil purpose. They talk of laying snares secretly, thinking, who can see them? They search out injustice, saying, we have accomplished a diligent search, for the inward mind and heart of a man are deep. But God shoots his arrow at them. They are wounded suddenly. They are brought to ruin, with their own tongues turned against them. All who see them will wag their heads. Then all mankind fears. They tell what God has brought about and ponder what he has done. Let the righteous one rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. Let all the upright in heart exult. When Arthur Pridham was commenting on this psalm back in 1869, he wrote this: "This psalm is a cry of God's elect when persecuted for righteousness' sake. It's a cry to their deliverer and to their sure avenger." The general principle stated is very clear. The psalm will adjust itself as an experimental utterance to the lips of Christian faith whenever brought into contact with the evil forces of the prince of this world, so as to suffer affliction for the gospel's sake, because it expresses the condition and the hope of one actually imperiled for the truth. How aptly a portion of this psalm also applies to the suffering of capital T truth himself in the days of his affliction. When pierced in his spirit by lying words, he endured the contradiction of sinners against himself. Jesus experienced all of the anguish of these wicked foes gathered against him. And Christians, when we know that we follow Jesus, he told us that if they persecuted and said these evil things of the master, they would certainly say them of those who follow him as well. And so our cry, in my opinion, should be simply, hide me, Lord, protect me. I find my refuge in you. And so I wanted to sing this hymn, He Hideth My Soul, by Fanny Crosby. Oh, wonderful Savior is Jesus my Lord, a wonderful Savior to me. He hideth my soul in the cleft of the rock, where rivers of pleasure I see. He hideth my soul in the cleft of the rock, that shadows a dry, thirsty land. He hideth my life in the depths of his love, and covers me there with his hand, and covers me there with his hand. Oh, wonderful Savior is Jesus my Lord, he taketh my burden away. He holdeth me up, and I shall not be moved. He giveth me strength as my day. He hideth my soul in the cleft of the rock, that shadows a dry, thirsty land. He hideth my life in the depths of his love, and covers me there with his hand, and covers me there with his hand. When clothed in his brightness, transported I rise to meet him in clouds of the sky. His perfect salvation, his wonderful love, I'll shout with the millions on high. He hideth my soul in the cleft of the rock, that shadows a dry, thirsty land. He hideth hideth my life in the depths of